today, I already have my ankle weights on. So I'm gonna use ankle weights. Oh, my socks. I gotta get rid of my socks. Okay. Mostly floor work today. That doesn't mean we're not gonna stand up, but mostly floor work today. I have ankle weights, which are totally optional, light dumbbells, a thick mini band, and a mini ball. Let's get started. We're gonna start down. I'm Maeve. And we're just gonna lean back here. So you've got your elbows down. I'm gonna give you this view and then I'll switch it up. When your elbows are down, I want you to open up your chest a little bit more and then pick up your knees. And first just kind of find your center here. Keep the chest opening, draw the belly back, but kind of like neutral here. And it's okay if your spine shifts as we do this, but you're really kind of starting from a place of a neutral spine. You're gonna take one leg out, one foot comes in. So it's like a little extension, and you get this external rotation in both legs. Now, you are going to take the legs on any level that works for you. I'm going to come back this way. It feels like it's a little crotchety if I'm going that way. That's a technical term. So we're getting this really like deep flexion, pulling that knee up and in, and then extending the leg away at the same time. So it's almost as if you're trying to get your knee and the opposite foot away from each other. Four more. Last one. I think that was 4. I feel like I should do another one just in case, and maybe one more just in case. Okay, you're done with that. Release your spine down, your shoulders are up, your head is up. Do your best not to crank on your head or your neck. Just nice and neutral through the spine. Sorry, through the neck. The spine is not neutral. You're in flexion, so you're curled up. So there's this little roundness in the back. But try your best not to just jam your chin to your chest. Extend one leg out, drop it down, bring it up, and in. Extend, drop, lift, and in. Last 2 on each side. Beautiful, head down, little pause, just let the knees drop toward the chest, and then we're gonna move on to our side. Elbow down. Okay, we're gonna take bottom leg, it's floating off the ground. Top leg's gonna lift, bring it around, bring it back. So bottom leg is just barely off the floor. I'm gonna warn you that my playlist today is a little more obscure. And as such, there's oftentimes not a clean version of a song. I think this one's okay. But when it's not like a top hit, they don't always make the clean version. So, just bear with me. There's songs worth playing, so. All right, we got a little add-on here. The foot comes behind, lift, reach, yeah? Option to lift. You are in no rush. Take as much time as you need here. Last two. Yes. Last one. Beautiful. Spin it around. You can break dance over because that's how we do. Bottom leg is hovering. Push the floor away. First, we're just here. You don't want to be resting fully like on that hip bone. Like it shouldn't feel like you're giving yourself a hip check here. If you just have bony hips, consider putting like a little pillow or something in your hip. It might make it feel a little bit better, but do try to be on like the more meaty part of your butt. If you don't have a lot of meat on your butt, give yourself some padding. We're going to add on to this. So you bring it down, you reach. That's the first option.
One thing.
We're going to keep that bottom leg nice and long the whole time. And then if you want, you lift.
Oh, there's one little thing.
Every rep matters. Every rep matters. And it gets better as you're doing it. You might get tired, but your knowledge of the movement gets better, right? I think we should do one more. Beautiful. Let's come around. Sit tall, hands behind the head. Inhale, lift as tall as you can. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, turn. Now, this is just kind of like a preparation for deeper rotational movements. And what I think is important here is to feel the mechanics of twisting and also the mechanics of lengthening and lifting. I'm not just taking this elbow around. So this is like how a lot of people do twists, right? They're like this. We're turning the whole chest. This elbow is going to pull back as this one comes around, right? Beautiful, mini ball.
Oh, there's one little thing.
So we're going to apply that with a little bit of gravity. Ooh, working against us. My ankle weights are trying to eat my pants. That's not good. Behind the shoulder blades. That same sense. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, turn. Inhale. Exhale. Now, with the help of the ball, we can actually cultivate a little more extension. So control this back and then bring it around. Extension with control, flexion and rotation with the exhale. Feet nice and rooted.
Lets herself be free and so expressive and just don't give a fuck. Oh, there's nothing more sexier than that.
So when I'm twisting, that bottom elbow is pulling down toward the floor. It has so much less to do with bringing your elbow around in the top than bringing your shoulder across, then shortening from ribs to hips. So we don't need to do more reps, we just need to be smarter about the ones that we do. Last two. Beautiful. Bring it up. Nice work. Okay. You're up on your hands. You can be on your elbows if this gives you a better sort of grounding effect. The legs come over, you reach away. I'm gonna let you decide. I decided to, elbows feel good to me actually. So I'm gonna stay down here since I'm already here. Yes, come on, come on, come on.
Don't feel like I could be with a girl.
Last two.
Can't dance.
Beautiful. Oh, come around for plank. Take your time getting there. Actually, I lied. Come into hands and knees. Come into hands and knees. I'm gonna get us a little more prepared for that other thing in a moment. Hands and knees. Right leg is gonna extend back. You're gonna bring it behind and off to the left side of your left leg. Your left knee comes over to your right elbow. Place it back down. Bring it back around. And then maybe start to make the circle or the lift of this leg a little bit bigger. Extending, yes. And it is okay, not only okay, it's lovely, if your spine moves a bit here. When it's moving around, you are supporting it with your core musculature. So you're not just like flopping around. You're totally in control of your center. One more, please. One more, please. Beautiful. Take this right leg straight back. Come down onto your forearms. Little lift. Now refine this movement. This is like so basic, right? It's just hip extension. But make it better. Push the forearms down. Block through the shoulders. And then make the lift of the leg smaller. Or I should say, make the drop of the leg smaller. Keep the lift up high. Pin that left hip in. So I have the tendency to kind of fall off to my left side. Keep pinning that left side in. When I do it, it's like a totally different exercise. 4 and 3, 2. Take this right foot, bring it forward. Sink in. Straighten that front leg. Back onto hands and knees. Left leg is going to come back. Cross. Knee comes across. Bring it back around. And then just start to play with what feels good on this hip. So I'm going to get as much sort of mobility there as I can, kind of exaggerated. Let's do 2 more. One more. Good. Forearms are down. Left leg goes back. Lift. Right hip pins in. Check in, height of the leg, pressure the arms, length of the spine. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, straighter leg. And beautiful, knee comes down. I lied, bring the leg forward. I lied, left foot forward. I didn't lie, just forget. And then straighten that front leg. Good, bend it. Now, plank. Nice and strong here. So push the floor away. Use your feet, legs are strong, core. You know what it is. You know what it is. Breathe. You can play with your hand position here. There's many, many ways to be here. You're gonna bend the right knee. You're gonna draw it up toward the chest, but without changing the position of the body. Bend the left knee. Pull it in. It's like you're being sneaky. So bend the knee first, draw in, sneak it back. Two more. One more. Woo! Down dog, really nice. All right, knees down. I'm gonna take off my ankle weights because I don't really need any more resistance added into what we're about to do. And we're gonna lie down. And actually, make sure you can watch first before you lie down. This one's tricky, and I'm not opposed to like your own version, but I'm going to tell you that usually when we create our own version here, it's because we're trying to make it easier, which maybe it needs to be easier because this is stinking hard. Knees are in at your chest. Actually, I'm going to have you use a ball because it's harder to get off track here. So ball between your hamstrings and your calves, gently squeeze on it. Hands, palms are down at your sides, and they can be a little bit away from the body. They don't have to be in super close. Your chest is gonna close up a little bit. It's nearly impossible for it to not, but really do try and keep your shoulders open, your chest open. You're gonna curl up and then catch yourself down with your hands. So what we're looking for here is a ton of triceps. And you can use the hands to help push up and then control it down. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. It's so hard if you do it right. I mean, right is a ridiculous word, right? There's only so many things that we can do exactly the same, right? So whatever your thing is, it's perfect, but try not to cheat it. And I've kind of removed that equation if you kept the ball. Woo! One more behind your legs. And I'm going to show you, that's your last one. The cheat, take the ball out, that most people do is they swing their legs up and they use your legs as like a leverage point. And you don't get any triceps. It's like just like, whee! So by keeping in tight, totally different. Find your weight. Just to solidify those triceps, we're working. Legs are up here. Hands, the palms face each other. Try to keep your arms as much parallel as you can. This setup is everything, so don't think that we're like not doing anything. If you're getting in a good spot, you'll feel that you're working already. Plug, like push your hands like you could plug the weights into the ceiling, like there's little spots for them up there. So really reach up, neutralize your spine. So for me, I've got a little space between my low back and the floor. My sacrum is heavy, knees away from my chest. Right when I do that, my abs kick in like crazy. Just hold. Both arms bend, both feet drop down. Come right back up. Do not pull your knees toward your chest, unless, of course, you need it because this is too intense, or it bothers your back or something like that. Otherwise, if you want to feel the work, keep your spine just how it is, and try not to pull the knees toward the arms. Woo. And I'm going to tell you what, this weight would normally be really light for me on triceps, but after that last little ditty, it's just the right amount. You're not done. Last two. Last one. Beautiful. Feet down. Hips lift up. You're in a bridge. Weights come to your hips. I'm going to kind of keep them here stable. I'm going to hug my elbows toward my ribs and engage my lats. Yep, just hold. Feet rooting down. Little pulse. Little pulse. Lift. More high than down. Make your thighs longer, so stretch the knees a little forward. Pull your feet gently toward your shoulders on the floor, like you're not moving them. It's just like a connection into the ground. Eight more, go 8. 4. Release it down, beautiful. Bring the weights in toward your chest. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Ooh, rock up, that was not pretty. I got there, but that was not pretty. Feet can be down, feet can be up. Elbows in at the side, curl. Yes, yes, yes. Draw back in the belly, lift up in the heart. Beautiful. Last two right here. Perfect. Weights are down. Oh. Belly down. I'm too sweaty, I need the towel. Okay, hands behind the head. Don't let the elbows drop down, elbows lift up. Tops of the feet stay down, tailbone stretches toward your heels. Lift and releasing. Good, don't stop. I want you to imagine that there is like the most delicate touch on the underside of your elbows here, and it's pulling your elbows up and open, and it's not forcing them open, it's just like this delicate little lift. Create that sensation. Feel those shoulder blades move toward each other on your back. Beautiful. Hands under your chest, or next to your chest, I should say, under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, use your knees if you need to, lift up to plank, and then hips high. Hands and feet come together, you need your mini band. If you don't have one, you're cool. It'll be way more exciting with it though. Okay, I told you we'd stand up. This took a long time to get here, right? All right, so feet are wide. I'm gonna give you a little side view. My knees match, but my foot is kicked back, okay? So knees match, if I look down, my knees match, my foot's kicked back. Squat it down. Now, this front foot. My foot is rooted. I'm not rolling out to the pinky side of my foot. Keep the foot rooted, even though I'm pushing the knee open. You're on the ball of the back foot. Spine. We're going to take this one out. We're going to hold it out. Pulse back. Little drop, little squat. Keep the knees out. Keep the knees out. Yes. I'm literally falling over. That wasn't like pretend. I actually almost fell over. Oh my gosh. Little more out with the knees. Come on. Woo. Last 8, last 7. Beautiful. Kick the foot back, but then kind of eyeball your knees. So they're still like in the same plane, pretty much, give or take. Squat back, out. So I know that a lot of these exercises, they require a certain amount of attention to detail and attention to the nuances. And I think that they're really important for us to like really tap into kind of that deeper layer. You know I love big squats and lunges. That's like my happy place. This is the stuff that I really kind of have to like make myself do. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm about to fall over again. What is happening? But I really feel like a lot of benefit from this stuff when I make myself do it.
Yeah.
Let's hold this one out. Drop.
Many men let to their own devices. Tell the story living at the crisis. Quite shocked to be divorced. The hunter should be looking at my balls. I'm lying, I'm king. Man, I'm rose, I'm feeling it. But the course of what is the cost? I'm healing, I'm dealing with my heroes. Oh, she didn't know my flaws. When I was younger,
almost out, almost out.
There will never be another me, nigga. So I figure I could cut my own past story.
4, 3. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, take that band off. You need to hold on to something because you're going to fall over. Do so. Cross your ankle to your thigh. Sit back. Switch it. Feet out wide. Arms inner thighs, inner knees. Gently press open, move a little side to side. Hands down, square off your feet, just drop forward for a breath or two. Walk your feet in toward each other. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, roll through your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release it out. Yes, y'all. Beautiful work. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.